What's going on? Late post tonight. Had to stay up late, watch the summer league game between the Houston Rockets and the Orlando Magic. Paolo Banchero is doing his post game interview right now. Jabari Smith Jr., of course, the versus #1 overall pick versus the #3 overall pick. We already know what this is about, man. I don't know. Not a lot to take away from this game. It was a very funky offensive game for the Houston Rockets today. Obviously, no point guard presence, nobody to settle the team down, nobody to really facilitate. It was ugly. It was ugly. And Jabari Smith's game, he's one of those type of cats where, for better or for worse, you're going to have to spoon feed him on offense. You know, you're going to have to get him in catch and shoot situations, pick and pop situations. He's going to be able to put the ball on the ground a little bit. He's going to be able to get the ball in the post, face up, shoot over the top of the defender. But for the most part, he's no Paolo Banchero offensively, at least not yet on that side of the ball. I don't know if he'll ever get to that point because it takes a lot of handle, skill, footwork. And I just think Paolo is way more polished on that end than Jabari. But this game was very weird for the Houston Rockets, man. Can we get somebody that's actually looking for our guy? Can we get somebody? I don't want to go through another season of what we went through last year with Jalen Green. I would watch Jalen Green in NBA games go 4 or 5 possessions without even touching the ball. And I saw this happen to Jabari Smith today, specifically earlier on in the game. I made a tweet that said he's going to finish with 8 total shot attempts tonight. He finished with 10. He was 4 of 10 from the field. I believe 1 of 3 or 1 of 4 from 3. Can we just get somebody that's willing to pass him the ball? Can we get that going? Because this is annoying. I'm annoyed. I came as a Rockets fan. I want to see the top pick eat. You know, and I know Daishen Nix is playing for a spot. I know Tata Washington can play. I know Tari Eason can play. I know all these other guys can play. Josh Christopher, score, was looking a step above everybody on the floor tonight. A step above. Can you please look to pass the ball? There was times you missed, I'm sorry, I forgot the young man's name. Number 35 in the Rockets jersey. There was times where you missed Jabari Smith. Excuse me. I think it's like my part of my beer got in my mouth. There was times you missed Jabari Smith, wide open, waiting for the ball like this. I know you can score with the best of them in the summer league. Can you look to pass, please? Please. Daishen Nix. It's not a lot to say. He had one great play, one explosive play, the putback dunk on like 3 Orlando Magic defenders. That was good. But you're a point guard, man. We need you to facilitate a little bit more. I feel like he played a little bit better in the second half than he did in the first half. But all in all, this was an ugly game. Tata Washington, he looked good. He showed flashes. He's a work in progress, very raw, but you can see it's there. You can see the game. You can see the potential. I don't know why Anthony Lamb is still on the roster. I don't know what the Rockets see in him. They're obviously developing him. I'm going to shut the hell up. I'm going to let them develop him in silence. I don't want to poo-poo on nobody's name. This is a summer league game. But I just don't see it. Personally, I don't see it. Paolo Banchero, let's get into him a little bit. Paolo Banchero, I see why he went #1. No offensive weaknesses at all. And his passing ability is elite already. The vision, passing it on a rope to the defender, the ball handling ability, the post game, the body, the footwork. He has it all. He's the total package. I have no idea why Orlando played these mind games with the NBA, with the whole league, when they had the #1 overall pick. If you wanted Paolo Banchero, you should have just went and got the guy. The guy is phenomenal. You should have interviewed him. You should have worked him out. The guy is phenomenal. He's a jack of all trades on the offensive side of the ball. Even looked good on defense. But, you know, this is summer league. This is not NBA defenses versus NBA guys that are going to be rotations, guys that make 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, $45 million a year. These not those types of cats. So we really don't know how good he is on that end. But from what we saw today, and I'm just going off of what we saw today, he looked really good. I was thoroughly impressed. No complaints about his game at all. He was phenomenal. But I'm just the Rockets. I don't know what they doing. I don't know. It's summer league. It's summer league. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to be overreactionary. For all I know, the next game they can come out and look like the best team in the summer league. But I just didn't like the way it looked today. It just looked funky. It just looked ugly. I just didn't like it. Last year, summer league was fun. Jalen Green got the ball. He played high minutes. He scored. He looked to score. You know, it was fun. When you have a big, specifically a big like Jabari Smith, you got to look for him. You got to run actions for him. You got to run plays for him. On the defensive side of the ball, Jabari was excellent. You know, he was talking. He was very active. He was getting guys in position. Tari Eason is a stud defensively. Him and Jabari Smith are going to wreck a lot of NBA offenses as they continue to develop and get better. But one of the reasons, to close out the video, one of the reasons why I wanted Jabari Smith is because I believe firmly that you need a chain of command and offense on NBA teams. Jalen Green is the number one option. Kevin Porter can score the hell out of the basketball. And you got your power forward now, a guy that can situationally get buckets, a guy that's a stretch 4, maybe even a stretch 5, and you got your low post threat, your post scorer down in the bottom with Sengun, who can pass, who Jabari can play off of, who can hit Jabari in his pockets. Jalen Green can hit Jabari in his pockets. Kevin Porter Jr. can hit Jabari in his pockets. And with the floor spacing and the defense on that side of the ball that Jabari and also Tari Eason bring, it's going to be evident and it's going to be apparent in this year's season. But you know, summer league, we won't see it. We really won't see it until the NBA regular season, as Jabari continues to get better, as his career continues to grow. That's all I got in summer league. I don't want to get too deep in the bag. Red Nation Blog out. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.